We're back. Emerge podcast number 4. So this week, no guest. Just back to the original 2. It's just me and Gavin. So this week we're going to try and break things into segments. We're going to hit topics that are current and what we want to talk about. That's the nuts and bolts yet. I'm not wrong, Gavin, am I? We're just
No,
gonna...
you're right. You're dead right.
No. Just in case I say it and wrong, you want to put me right. So I would like to address everybody that's listening to it. Really appreciate it. It's really good news. Wait a minute. I want to get my phone because we are on all the platforms. We're multi-platform now.
We're moving up.
Definitely. We're moving sideways, but hopefully
gradually.
Have you been on Anchor app to see how many different platforms we're on?
I think it's 7 or 8.
7? That's way more than I thought.
Yeah.
A wee bit of dribble came out there. So we're on YouTube, we're on Spotify, we're on Google, and it said we're on some other one I've never heard of in my life.
Don't ask me the rest of them because I don't know.
Right, so
where they are.
There you go. So we're on the 3 plus many more. So if
What
you're on the other ones,
listen to your podcast on, just search for it and you'll find it.
We're on all your popular podcast pipes. So any pipe that you're interested in, we're there at the end of it. So listen to us for that. What's been happening anyway, Gav? So I've had a busy day today. I've been super busy.
What have you been up to today?
Busy. Went to my brother's house. That's as busy as it got. But obviously things are starting to get a wee bit lifted in that regards to the Stein house and that.
Yeah.
But sorry, there's somebody out there sawing wood. So I'm trying to ease my way out of it. So I went down into my brother's house because he's needing things done. We took the way and that, and it was nice. It was a nice sunny day. How good has the weather been, man?
As you seen the stats? I've just sat in it for 4 days in a row.
15 days.
I know.
I thought you went for a sunbed, man.
No, I wish. No.
You broke into a sunbed shop.
No.
Or wore fake tan. Thought you went for a fake tan option or something.
Oh no. Some people get sunbeds in their house, so that'd be a good addition.
My mum used to have a sunbed in her house.
Did she?
When I was a wee tiny guy, 1 or 2. Well, my dad was there now, but we used to have a sunbed in our house, One of the mad wedding ones.
I was going to say,
oh my God. It was a mad, it wasn't like a mad plastic $7,000 thing. It was a weird thing. That's mad you were talking about it.
I didn't think you had sunbeds. No, that I've seen you're old already.
Oh, wait, I see my mom. Oh, Mum, if you listen to this, I didn't say you were old. It was Gavin, right? It was Gavin.
I didn't think sunbeds were a thing until maybe 10 years ago or something like that.
No, I think they've been. Well, I can tell you've been about for a while. So
there you go. Did you ever use it? No, when you were 1 or 2.
I was tiny. No, I shouldn't keep it that long. So we're just sitting here, shooting shit, talking. My wee brother was talking to him today, and like, you listen to that wee podcast we started? He went, you talk too much. That's what he said.
It's a podcast?
I listened to you for 5 minutes and I was like, he's only moving on. I went, well, we do eventually move on. Talk about other things. I was like, the first 5 minutes is me talking to Gav, seeing what he's been up to, and Gav talking to me, seeing what I've been up to. Well, I actually give you bar steward.
So, aye.
Aye.
Must not like podcasting, eh?
No, he's not podcasting, guy. He's no podcasting. I've no wine because I never bought any. Never bought any.
Too busy.
So busy, Gav. Unbelievable. This looks like it's a fancy wee glass, which I'm drinking for, but this is what I'm drinking. I told you I was going to tell you once we come on here. Look, it's Dragon Soup. Available at all popular outlets, especially your 101s and your local other stores. Local bars and co-ops and all that. So I had a few beers before I came on, and I didn't have time to go and get wine, so get this. But right. No, I've got two, definitely 2.
Right, okay.
So we've had a wee message before what topics we're going to go into, so we'll go with what I thought would be by far the most popular topic that we would talk about, because I wanted to see it. and I didn't, and I was gutted. So, like you said, you mentioned about the NASA and SpaceX launch.
Yeah.
Delayed.
Got delayed at first, and then
I thought it was still live because on there's a live stream on the Telegraph.
Right.
So I was sitting watching it. The Telegraph must have delayed their live feed. So I'm sitting watching it, and I went in, and Paul's dad was like, "No, it's cancelled." And I went, "No, there's a live feed on my phone." And he's like, "No, it's cancelled to Saturday." I'm like, no. So, better kick in the teeth.
When was that supposed to be? Was that Wednesday?
It was maybe Wednesday, and it got cancelled because there was some sort of a thingy storm, an electrical storm or something. Weird.
My brother was saying as well that apparently they send up. I don't know what it is, right? But they send something up, and like before the rocket obviously would go, and it kind of disperses into the sky, and it kind of clears all the clouds and stuff like that, so that they've got a clear sort of trajectory up to the.
Oh, right, okay.
So I think that never worked or something like that, or has worked as much. I could be.
That's mad.
Totally off there, but I'm pretty sure that's what he said.
No, it kind of makes sense. So they're sending something up to go and disperse any sort of storms or anything like that, like a wee pocket of space for these rockets to get through. Because you can never get a perfect launch, yeah.
Because you think about being in a plane, that's the way he describes. Like if you're in a plane and you hit a cloud, you get a wee bit of turbulence or whatever. They can't have that with something so powerful. Do you know what I mean? I think I'm right in saying that. But,
have you ever had a bad turbulence? You've ever had bad turbulence?
I had it once, but I was young. I was only young. I was 7. And I went to Portugal with my mum and my brother. And I remember on the way back, like, and I wasn't. I'm not the best flyer now, but obviously.
Can you
fly? Tried.
Best joke ever, man.
It's alright, but so I remember being 7 and the way back. What was that? I think it was an overnight flight, or it was a late. So pitch black, everything's dark, and you just feel everything shaking. But I didn't really put my flyer in because I was so young. You know what I mean? But I've not really had it since, to be honest.
I've had turbulence a few times, man. Petrifying. It was only twice. Only 2 times I've been really, really worried. But I've certainly not went to space before. So what were you saying? That's many people would believe I've been to space with the amount of rubbish I can talk sometimes. You said that's the first time.
It's first time they've had an American, well, in almost a decade, had American astronauts leave American soil on an American-built ship. Do you know what I mean?
They're going to the space station. They're not going to the moon.
Space station. They're not going to the moon, no.
We were sitting outside last night, so apparently, if you were checking the websites and you were looking to, have a bit of interest in it, then it was 10:15. They said in the sun, you would see it, and there was people posting images for Manchester at 9:20 last night. Aye. Because me and Paul went outside to try and see it, and I don't know if it was too light. I don't know if it was.
I was going to say you need to be.
People were seeing it in Manchester, then any darker there. No. So there must have been something there that people seen in. Aye.
Probably because they like certain angles, and you could have, because I think it said you could see it sort of southwest. If you look southwest,
that's what I get the compass. You've got an Apple phone, you got a compass on it. I was doing that southwest. Right, we need to look here. Right, we've got 15 minutes and seen nothing.
You're a regular
so fake news. There was big fake news there with regards to whether you could or could not see the SpaceX flight. So
I've actually not seen anybody posting pictures or anything.
No, well, if anybody does, they're liars. Just saying it. As we say, we live and die by our truths, and everything you hear in this podcast is the truth.
Gospel.
If you have said you've seen it, you're a big fat liar. So,
but did you see
link?
Did you see some of the stats about the actual spacecraft when it was up? It was like
no, but I know that Elon Musk is a big believer in recycle and keep everything green, and so I hope you're going to hit me with some facts.
No, I was just going to talk about the speed it was going. That was it.
Sorry.
So it was, it reached, I think right at the very end, it reached, I can't remember what the kilometres per hour, but it equates to 16,500 miles per hour that it was travelling at. Can you imagine?
That's real fast. What's the fastest you've drove it? How fast have you drove before?
I've really had fast motors, so not that
Have you
fast.
got Audi? Hey, if anybody doesn't know Gav that well, Gavin drives an Audi. He is loaded. So, how fast does your fancy Audi go?
I don't know.
You don't know because it's that fast. That's how fast it is.
No, I'm not a fast driver. I'm not really. I don't know. Probably like when I first got it, you're kind of trying to
Surely.
test it a wee bit.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe like 90 or something. But I don't.
Oh, you've never done 100? Come on, Gav.
Nah, never drove 100. No.
You've never drove 100 miles per hour?
Nah.
Oh my God. See if you are listening to this and you've drove 100 miles an hour, going to leave a comment or something to say Gavin's a wee girl. Say, just right, Gavin's a wee girl. And that's all we need to know. Because if you've not drove your car 100 miles an hour...
No, that I can remember anyway. I can't remember a specific.
You would remember. It's a rite of passage. It's a rite of passage. Sorry, there's a wee cut in here. Let me fix it.
How was yours?
110, I think. Right. As far as I remember. That's when I had a wee girly car, actually.
Is this a pink one?
No. I didn't have a pink car. Never had a pink car. I had a wee Mini Cooper S and I was driving to the airport. And, 110, aye. But it wasn't as fast as SpaceX.
You're going to get reported to Procurator Fiscal now, Scotty.
5 years, isn't it? After 5 years, they go, right, well, you go to...
So just say it's 5 years ago.
Aye, so I get an extra point on my licence just in case, because I failed them.
There you go.
That's the rules.
But I know, maybe near 16,500 miles per hour anyway. I can't even imagine, because I think an aeroplane travels at like 500 miles per hour.
Oh, did you know that?
Google it.
Oh, this is off the cuff, because like we said, it may say it's pure gospel.
I know. I'm pretty sure it's about 500 miles per hour up to.
I think they all change. It all depends, doesn't it?
It depends if you get the wind behind you and stuff as well, but
575.
It's close.
Well done, you.
I know.
But imagine being on that. Imagine being that guy, because Elon Musk is an absolute maddie.
Oh,
so
is he?
We've got not so much a topic about Elon Musk, because right, SpaceX, we spoke about that, still done me, real good. Hope everybody's safe. And if anything, these guys have got themselves as far away from coronavirus as they possibly could, right?
Yeah.
So, we're going to talk about his baby's name, but did you see how much you get paid for Tesla?
No.
I seen it just as we were.
Is he not the owner of Tesla though?
No. I don't know if he owns it, but something along the lines. So it was just that it twigged in my brain there as we were talking about it. So he doesn't actually. He's not got a wage as such. What he says is after Tesla is worth X amount, he would like to be paid or be able to sell this many shares, or buy this many shares. So we'll talk about his baby first, because I've got the payday here, because it's unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Have you figured out how to say it yet?
No. No. I'll open up another tab.
Give it a good shot.
right, because they changed the name.
I don't know I can't remember what it was. It was something quite similar though.
It's like an algorithm. Well, what they've done is rather than change the name, they changed how it's written, because you're actually not allowed to give any human being a name that has numbers in it. So what they've done is rather than have it as an actual number, they changed it to Roman numerals.
Right, get you.
So it's pure stupid, because none of us are going to be able to pronounce this right. No. He will change that child's name. It has to be changed. It's just embarrassing yourself on a public platform, innit? So the name of Elon Musk, it's not even got a second name. It's just this mad silly.
Oh no,
it means something to him. It's no.
Well, I heard. I don't know if obviously it's changed since he's changed it, but the original name he thought of was because it was like his favourite ever spacecraft was called whatever it was, and he said it was something similar.
You're right.
But I don't know.
So
I don't know what that's called either.
It's XEAAXII.
So
XAXI.
You would think it sounds like when you look at it, it looks as if it says XIXI, doesn't it? Like AXI,
No.
AXI. No, to me it does.
No, because it begins with an X, so it's XAE. It's not
But
A.
that's pronounced.
They've
Is that
changed
not
it now.
like Greek or something like that? It's pronounced
The AE bit is pronounced differently for AE. There's people here, maybe highly educated, listening to this, and see if you listen to the right podcast, because nobody should be smarter than us when it comes to recording this podcast. But I listened to a video they put it the other day, and they explained why they've named their baby this, and because it's his favourite aircraft, her favourite, his favourite algorithm, and their favourite. But come on, man, you cannot name a child with a absurd.
Can you imagine being a school teacher having to read at a register and be like, what?
And see if you're a child with that name, see when the teacher goes, you go, I know I'm here. Aye.
Exactly.
You would know well before. But it's if they've got, do you know, alphabet spaghetti?
Aye.
Or alphabet. Do you know what I'm talking about? As if they've got a big handful of that and they've went, woomph, and flung it out of the wall, and that's what's came out.
The last ones that have stuck have just put it in their name.
Elon Musk is a whole. He's you saw him on Joe Rogan. He's mad. He's so interesting. But his missus, do you know his missus? She's like
she's a
singer.
Canadian singer.
She's Canadian. She's wild. She's crazy.
Since I seen this, put the two together as well. Do you know what I mean?
Everybody's, good old Elon. Didn't see him picking her out of a lineup, but she just sold a part, or she's auctioning off a part of her soul.
What?
Mm-hmm.
For what?
So see now that we say that, I completely understand why they're together, because he sold everything, didn't he? He sold absolutely all his material belongings.
Getting a lot of stick, wasn't he, for having X amount of properties and blah blah blah, and he basically turned around and said, well, if I sell everything, what are you going to say then? I've not got anything. So I think he's just doing it to try and prove a point. I think he's a very reactive guy. Like he's
so impulsive.
So impulsive. I don't think he really. Obviously, he thinks in the future. Hence why he's one of the richest probably people on the planet. But he's an interesting. He's a little bit like a form of autism or something. He's got something.
I would love to have been googling this whilst you were talking about it.
I'm pretty sure he has.
I think he has got some sort of. I'll date while we're talking, but he's not interested in anything but science. He doesn't care. I feel that he's when he went on Joe Rogan, he smoked a joint and Tesla stock dipped like 25-30%. He sent a tweet out saying Tesla stock's worth too much, knowing fine well that he gets a payday. When the company's worth so much, he gets a payday, and it dropped 15%. It's unbelievable how little he's not filtered at all. It's crazy.
I like him though. Seeing you listen to him talk, he's so interesting.
It's the way he talks about things as well. He talks about things as if he's so knowledgeable about it. He doesn't talk about things that he's maybe like the way you talk about something you would be dead reserved about what you're trying to say. But when he talks about something, he talks about it. And even when you watch him in Joe Rogan, he absorbs the question.
He pauses for about 10
seconds. Takes time. But I'm not that interested enough to let people leave.
And I also don't know
sit
that
there for 10 seconds.
Exactly. Have a terrible comeback.
Anything I know is on the surface. I was trying to look there for any health issues that he's got, but he's no, it doesn't say anything.
No, I just remember reading about him, and they pretty much said that he had a form of autism. I don't think he's like completely autistic, obviously, because he's got certain qualities that other people unfortunately probably when he have, but he's just so intelligent.
A form of autism is having like
an overactive
a hyper intelligence. Like they like a topic and they want to know everything inside and out about that topic, which you could understand if when it comes to him, Like, he's so passionate about like when it comes to renewable energy and like the whole Tesla as a company and
SpaceX, probably his biggest. Do you know what I mean?
you could see why he's so like. Did you listen to Joe Rogan thing when he brought out a flamethrower? Sorry,
That's right. Yeah.
what's going on, man? He's just crazy. He's just mad. But
he's an engineer, isn't he? So he's just.
That's probably the whole flamethrower thing's probably just a hobby on the side.
That's what I mean.
Everything else is about
he
making
created
millions.
it. So
well, I've got porridge for the Wayne's breakfast, and I'm such a committed father.
Thank God you said porridge earlier. I'm not going to lie.
No, she's no sick anymore. She's very, very sick. What I wanted to tell you was, whilst we're on the topic of Elon Musk, and like I said, when shares hit so much, he got a payday. So he got a performance-based payday of almost 800 million. Wow. That's how much. So he didn't take a salary. He said, once this hits so much, I would like this much back.
That's rare, because you wouldn't really get, like, especially see like a sort of, because you think these people are partly salesmen. Do you know what I mean? Like most CEOs, they're all about sales and blah blah blah. You would never, if somebody came to me and said, "I'll only pay you if we reach a certain amount," I'd be like, "No, I want paid when I get to here. I want paid when I get to here. Do you know what I mean? Because you need to have a bit of security." He's obviously
just how his brain thinks. It's unbelievable. Like, he's willing to go, right, I'm not wanting paid. So what it is, when shares or the company is worth that much, I want this much. Mm-hmm. But now apparently, obviously apparently, so that I'm covering myself, that the board are going against, saying no, he doesn't deserve that. It's unethical for him to be paid so much when we're getting paid so little, and so there's all sorts of
politics behind it.
Aye, but that's the contract they've signed, and that's apparently what he's getting.
They probably looked and thought, don't know what the shares went up, but they've been like, well, we'll just say him, we'll pay him that. It's not going to get to that. And then it probably has been thinking,
it's been normal. I know, okay, that's fine, Elon. Dick. He's not getting that. Are you on the white wine? You drink white wine today?
On the white wine. It's nice and warm outside, mate, so getting a good summery.
Same. I know. But there you go, man. If you're Elon Musk and you're smart enough to believe in something, then back yourself, innit? That's what you've done. You back to yourself.
Also, if you know how to say his baby's name, gonna please write it in the comments so that we can actually figure like roughly how you would say it. Because I've not got a clue how to say it.
There's, like I said, there's this 1 minute video on YouTube, and it's had like 800,000 views, and the guy tries to explain what it is and how to say it within a minute. Like,
right.
But I don't know, man.
Even if somebody says it, you wouldn't be able to remember it. Do you know what I mean?
No, and you're not going to go, have you seen you know, it's a crazy name.
Somebody's just going to call him X, isn't they, in school? Oh, there's X. So.
No, but DMX, it's called X.
Who?
DMX, do you remember DMX?
I remember DMX, aye. Called X?
Go and give it to you. Like this is a pure sad topic. But we want to talk about
outrageous. Do you know what I mean?
Definitely sad. It's crazy. But we want to talk about most current events, and I definitely think, especially with
what's been the biggest event over the last?
Definitely in the past week or so, is George Floyd.
Yeah.
And do you know the name? I don't even feel the name of the guys. I don't want to name the guys. No. It's pure. It's been them. Not that we're a multi-million listener podcast, but I just don't want anybody else to know these people's names, because George Floyd himself should be remembered as to the fact that there was police brutality, and it's been going on in America for far too long.
Well, for MD at Disney, if they've been living under a rock for the last week, who doesn't know, he, a police officer in America, I think it was Atlanta, wasn't it? Basically, see the crime that he committed, it was like forgery or something. It wasn't even like a violent crime or nothing like that. And they went to apprehend George Floyd,
Mm-hmm.
and basically took him to the ground. Guy was kneeling on him. The cop was kneeling on his neck for 9 minutes, and ultimately the guy died. So
The state of Minnesota, apparently, I watched the video that Anonymous put up,
oh god,
and they're saying that the state of Minnesota has more police brutality deaths than any other state in America.
Yeah.
So it's no. This isn't just a one-off. It's been happening for ages, for far too long, in my opinion. But I don't know. It's a hard thing to talk about. It's just mad because
it's so backwards. My brother was saying today, we were talking about it. He was saying how in that state and their constitution, I think it was only as recent as maybe 30 or 40 years ago, it was still in their constitution that black lives were of less importance than whites.
No way.
I know, and if there was a black cop, he would have to get changed in different changing rooms for the white. And you're like, come on, to fuck, like, no, that's just ridiculous. And it's funny because see, for us, I don't know about you, but I've genuinely never seen any form of racism growing up ever. But over in America, it just seems to be like still lingering about for some weird reason. I just don't get it. Obviously, it happens, right? But I'm just saying, I've not seen it personally.
No, I had through college, like one of my best mates was of a different colour, but you never see it. I don't know, it's weird. Like, you never think.
No, that's the thing. You don't think,
no. I don't know, man. I think the last time I saw racism was primary school, man. To be like very, very, very honest, like not to try and make us worry, but that was the last time I seen some sort of racism. And if I'm thinking it, like racism comes in different shapes and forms. When I was in Brazil, there was times when I would be subject to better treatment. Even Vietnam, there was times I was subject to better treatment because of the colour of my skin, but it's still racism in it, so it's not very nice.
Aye.
But at the time, I'm not thinking because I'm just, you don't realise this. Like,
you think everybody probably
maybe it's rude. I've not been treated any different my whole life until I went to these places, and then when you think back, like, whoa, that was a bit mad. But now, like, do you remember the NFL player that was taking a knee during the national anthem and stuff like that?
That's right. That's right.
So it's not as if this is just something new. This is something that's been going on. I don't understand how it's possible that.
I just don't understand why. Like, what is it?
Aye.
What's the? There's no difference whatsoever.
Seems to be there's this fear over black people, and when you're scared of something, it's because you don't understand something. And that's my opinion. You either don't understand or you fear that they're superior to you, and that's it. Because if you're going to try and bring people down to the point where you're kneeling on somebody's neck for that length of time, then you either fear that person or that you know that person's superior to you. That's my opinion.
They'd released a statement as well, Minnesota Police, to say that the guy, like George Floyd, was resisting arrest and stuff like that, and then all the videos get released and he's just walking. He's not even trying.
Walks out. I meant to mention that when you were first talking about it. He walked out. He didn't refuse arrest. He was big. He's a big lad, don't he? He was big. He was. Aye. So there you go. There's a reason to fear him. So, but he didn't do anything to merit that.
He was handcuffed with his hands.
And he walked towards the car without any issues.
I know. But it's so backwards and like. But
I don't know, man.
I don't. You might have a different view on this, right? But see, since that's happened, obviously all the riots and stuff that have been going on, and I think New York's kind of had it pretty bad, and obviously Atlanta mostly. But I get the point. See, if you want to protest. That's 100%. You've got the right to free protest. Everybody's got that. But I don't see why. See, like small business owners, they've got a shop who are suddenly getting in and the shop setting fire and trash, and they've got nothing to do with it. Why is that happening? Do you know what I mean? I don't understand that. Obviously, there must be seen, but there's a way. There's
obviously. Well, there's no obviously anything. There's no must anything either. I'm trying to defend why it's happening, but maybe these people have had run-ins with black people in the past, and when things like these happen, it causes shockwaves around the world, and it brings back old memories as to maybe when they've been subject to racism. So these people take it on maybe a small business owner who called them X, Y, Z of a name or refused to serve them this and that. And when you see like the police stations have been setting fire, it's been crazy. It's been crazy. Even Donald Trump. Did you see what Donald Trump tweeted? Sorry, I had a wee bit of bubble. Did you see what Donald Trump tweeted?
What?
He tweeted the police of the Minnesota state have been using rubber bullets to try and blow off. I'm going to try and Google it because it would be horrible for Donald Trump to tweet me after. It was along the lines of saying that they've been using rubber bullets, and if things keep going on, they won't use rubber bullets anymore.
Or during the protests?
Aye, and was asking me to subscribe to the
New York
website.
Times, is it?
No, it was the. I'm not even getting it the time of day on this podcast because we are going right to the top. Like I can see me, you, Joe Rogan, just sitting, just talking absolute garbage, and my wee brother really wishing he'd listened. It wasn't that. That's the nuts and bolts. It was glorifying violence. But Twitter brought the tweet down, or they put there it's there. This tweet has violated the rules of Twitter and glorifying violence. However, the Twitter has determined that it may be in the public's interest for the tweet to remain accessible. So you could click the tweet to read it, but the Twitter seen it. It was gone against their own ethics. But they let it remain, but you had to click on it to actually read it.
Or you can't like reply to it or retweet it or something like that.
Maybe we went like to that. We really need to get social media savvy, don't we? Because at this moment in time, we're sounding like absolute noobs. So Donald Trump said in his tweet, "These thugs are dishonouring the memory of George Floyd, and I won't let it happen. Just spoke to the governor, Tim Walz, and told him that the military is with him all the way. Any difficulty, and we will assume control. But when the looting starts, the shooting starts." Thank you.
God.
It was far worse than I thought. Oh my God!
Say, that is terrible.
I was trying to be really nice about it.
That's like a gang threatening another gang.
That is aye. Come into my scheme and bro. You might as well just wrote that.
That's mental, isn't it?
I thought it was something about rubber bullets. There you go, man. I'm sorry for trying to stick up for Donald Trump. He's a complete and utter absolute.
I don't think you were trying to stick up for him anyway, were you?
No, I'm not trying to stick up for him, but by God, I didn't think it was that bad. I thought it was just something about rubber bullets trying to stop all the protests, but no, there you go. Donald Trump, start looting, we'll shoot you. And he wouldn't go to a press conference to say that, he just nip it out on Twitter. And,
exactly. He like can you imagine being in America right now and knowing that guy is your leader? It's just...
Right, I'll tell you the truth, right, because I think, up until I just read that, right, I think he's okay when it comes to business. See, when it comes to business,
well,
America's been booming. It's been run financially very, very well. But when it comes to these situations, by God, somebody put them in a cage, man, because it's horrendous. It's so bad.
Well, see, even when you're talking about business, have you seen, you might not have seen it, but if you don't watch it, it's on Netflix called Dirty Money, and there's loads of different episodes, so like maybe 12 episodes or 10 episodes, and one of them is on Donald Trump,
right.
And how he went about his business, and it's like...
Was this years ago, back in the day?
Back in the day and kind of recent, before he was obviously president.
He went bankrupt in that, he was
just loans and loans and loans and loans, and so even business savvy. Obviously, he's savvy. Aye, but I'm saying he's probably no responsible for the American economy to be booming. Nah.
No, Gav. Throw.
Not that I
Anyway,
know enough about business to try and
well,
counter
weird they are. I'm sitting
So,
here going, I don't know, Gav. I sat down with him the other day and had a cut a chocolate milkshake from McDonald's, and
no, you didn't. You're all
I mean,
shut.
no, hey, Donald
Oh,
Trump
he
knows,
sorted it for you.
but no, that's all I said, didn't he? Because we're not that big yet. But I think he is really smart when it comes to business. Maybe other times he's no been, but regardless, that isn't my interest. And if it was, we'd be talking about it. But no, in this podcast.
See for us in the UK and probably the rest of Europe, I just find him funny because he's so
entertaining.
Like,
I don't understand.
Comedy gold, and then but if you're that's your leader, you must be a bit worried. You know what I mean?
Aye, but you would. I wouldn't be shocked. Like, he used to have his own TV show, mate. He used to be the Alan Sugar of America. He used to go fired.
That's
aye. Nevertheless, right, Moon, big topic, football. Money football.
No Scottish football, that's done. As we all know. But
can you give me updates on the football? Do you know? I nearly googled football there.
Well, the English Premier League, they're aiming to be back by 17th of June.
Are you sure? No sooner.
Well, that's
no. I'm not saying. I'm not trying to knock you off.
No. I'm pretty sure that's what they said. The 17th of June was when they're aiming to be back. So
no fans.
No fans.
Behind
closed doors.
Fanless environment.
Yeah.
Who do you think that will impact the most?
In what sense?
I think Liverpool will be affected a hell of a lot by it. I think
Liverpool, like psychologically, for like
okay.
Of course. Can you imagine?
No financially at all. The best team to benefit for this is Man City.
I know.
That team doesn't matter if there's one fan or the stadium booming.
Well, to be fair, the best
them and Arsenal.
The biggest people are people who were getting relegated, though.
Nah, your Man City's will benefit because for what I've heard, that I'm no by any means a multi-millionaire and going around all the stadiums, seeing what the environment's like. But I've been to a Man U game, and it was against Sunderland. No great shakes.
Old Trafford.
Aye, no great shakes, mate.
Quite a good experience.
It was as an experience, brilliant. But when I go, whoa, nah, it wasn't wild at all, man.
Was the Parkhead or Ibrox, was it?
No, it wasn't Ibrox, no. Don't know about Parkhead. I've not been to Parkhead, so I don't know. I can't comment. I'm a big Rangers fan, me.
But
I think it'll be good. It'll just be good. Apparently, the BBC are putting a few of the games on for free.
All right.
Aye, everybody's rallying round. I feel I need to Google these things. And do you know what? I'm not going to bother my ass Googling it.
No.
BBC are saying it's free, and if you don't see it on the BBC for free, then your telly's broke. There you go. That's what I'm saying.
The BBC is gospel.
The BBC.
So June 17th, I think they've said that they'll try to aim to be back. But there's been more players and managers that have come out and said that they'd tested positive as well. Brendan Rodgers had it.
Did he?
But he's obviously
poor Brendan, man. And the first game back's Man City Arsenal. Wow, man.
Is that you got a fixture list? Does it give you a fixture list?
The Premier League is provisionally set for restart on Wednesday, the 17th of June, provided all safety tests are cleared. Man City v Arsenal and Aston Villa v Sheffield United will be the first fixtures played.
I know what I'm going to be watching anyway.
Villa Sheffield United.
That's something to look forward to at least.
Venues for the games have still to be decided. However, the Premier League have confirmed that all fixtures will be played behind closed doors. Right. Now, you're a Celtic fan. I'm a Rangers fan when it comes to them winning. Why did they not wait? What's the difference between that league, German league, apparently the Italian league starting back soon? What was up with the rest of the SPL? No.
I think it's because it seems to be doing in England they're a bit more relaxed about the situation, Whereas when you look at the press releases with like Nicola Sturgeon, as opposed to his name Dominic Raab or whatever his name is, and Boris Johnson, she's a lot more. No, we need to do it for this amount of time, and that's it. End of. So I think it's something to do with Scottish Parliament. They've said, listen, this isn't going to be happening anytime soon, regardless of what they're doing south of the border. Do you know what I mean?
No. When it first got announced about lockdown coming in, it was maybe it was midweek. I don't know what day. I'm not going to go on record because I'm smart.
23rd of
Right,
March.
okay, you put your review date. Right, okay. So now you've said that. I'm going to look at the date and what day that was, because I know the Sunday of that month, that week you're talking about, was meant to be an Old Firm.
Yes, that's right.
23rd of March was a Monday. No way that was a Monday. That was a Monday because I remember it now. It was so it was a Monday.
My calendar, right? That's why
that Sunday was meant to be an Old Firm.
Yeah.
And the week went on, and apparently that Old Firm match. No, it must have been the day before.
It was the day before, aye.
It was the day before,
aye,
and it was going to happen, and they announced the 5,000 people only in a stadium. That was the minimum, and then he came out, announced lockdown, and it went to lockdown, and that was it. Everything was cancelled.
That's right, aye.
And they said, so why is the Old Firm going ahead when it's 5,000 people minimum and closed space? I mean, you're right. Sorry, mate. But I think ever since that, she's been trying to claw back the respect, because she seemed okay about running an Old Firm, and that's was it Parkhead? Regardless, it's a 50,000 plus, and it's 55. I think Ibrox holds.
No,
it's not as many Celtic. I think Ibrox holds. I think Ibrox holds 55. What you trying to say that it doesn't?
No, just never give it a thought.
Followed your arse. 50,817 actually.
Oh, there you go.
So it's no 55.
It's no 55.
It's pure rubbish when Google goes and mention it.
Proves your rank.
I know. But right, as a football chat, I hope that everything does go back to normal. I think we're at the point now when I'd watch an amateur game on telly with 10 guys who've never kicked a ball before. Amateur football is pants, man.
That is aye. Well,
pay money to play football, and then you have 7 guys who think they're a professional football player moaning at you.
Aye.
And you pay up to 20 quid a week, and you go, why am I getting paid to get moaned at?
Well, we've got a new manager this year. And,
wait, you go say you said nay moaning? Go say it. Go.
What?
Is he saying nay moaning?
No. It's just we were talking about getting back to watching amateur football. We got a text the other day saying we're going back the 15th of June for pre-season, which is only like 2 weeks away.
He's got a game against Arsenal?
I reckon we beat them right enough.
Oh, boo.
The Gunners.
Right, enough football chat.
I know, I've not
Have you bought a bike yet?
I've not bought one for like Halford's like a brand new or anything like that, no. But I've got one coming hopefully tomorrow or Tuesday.
Is it a mad sketchy guy who said he'll get you a bike?
No, it's not at all.
It's a sketchy guy bike.
my sister-in-law's mum's partner he's been buying bikes because he's in business. He's quite a crafty guy, so he's been buying bikes, kind of redoing them up and then selling them on. So he's going to sort us out with a couple of bikes hopefully in the next couple of days. I've been dying for one this whole time. Trying to get out to Halfords a few times and they've been sold out every time we went in. Well, went on.
Do you know, I would like the ability to put. It'd be good if we got like a wee sound between every segment, because one of our good listeners, Melvin. Did you ever play fives with Melvin? No.
I don't know.
We played that a few times indoors.
Might have.
We just saying that it just like when we put it in segments, and we've been trying to kind of, as we're talking, we're saying we're moving on, so it'd be good to have a wee tune. A wee tune.
What it is,
from now on, I'll do a wee tune. We're lucky that the rest of us all kind of relates back to the fact that we've been in lockdown and COVID-19 and X, Y, and Z. So
just before we move on, actually, you got a bike? No, you've been out cycling? Or?
No. I've been 2 cycles, right?
Right. But you've got
One
a bike?
cycle, no, borrowed bikes, mate.
I
don't know if you've ever understood that I am by far the biggest tramp you'll ever meet, right? I will borrow everything for anybody, and I will. No, I'm not ashamed to do it. I don't mind borrowing a pair of socks. It's fine. But no, my good mate Urquhart, Paula's sister, Tracy, is partners with Urquhart X, Y, Z, right? So they got a wee trailer for their kid.
Right.
And one day I was just wanting to get out. It was a lovely day, so I took Eleni Scott Urquhart's bike, full name, QU, Google him. Great guy, great. Oh, he will salt of the earth. He let me borrow his bike in the wee trailer, and I took me and my daughter a cycle. Went down and I was cycling away, quite the thing, loving it, absolutely fantastic. Got to Erskine Bridge, and I thought I'll stop, see how she is. She was sleeping after about 5 minutes. No. She was sleeping after about 5 minutes of me cycling. I waited 45 minutes at Halfords for a pump. Still sleeping. I got to just underneath the Erskine Bridge, jumped off her bike. She was covered in dirt all over her face, and she was sitting like as if she just went through a war. She was pure shocked. She didn't have a clue what was going on. I felt so sorry for her. Because I get a wee bit carried away because I was just cycling really so fast. I'm a fast cyclist. Louis Armstrong would be so proud of me. So I've done that cycle, and then no. The
cyclist?
Louis no, he was the guy that went to the moon. He was keen on cycling. Oh, he was a keen cyclist. As I said, everything in this podcast is true. Keen cyclist before he went to the moon. Come on, do you not know that, Gavin? Brush up your history before we come on this podcast.
My history?
No, I got that horribly wrong, but my other cycle was...
You saved it pretty well, because you were starting to convince me.
I know. I feel like when you say a lie, you lean into it and just keep hunters of facts. My other cycle was down to a football park to kick a ball about. And I got Eleni Scott Urquhart's partner's bike, a girl bike, and that was fine. But a few of my mates went out a cycle today, and they went around all the stadiums. They went around.
I've seen a few people doing that.
Thistles. They went to Hampden. They went to Parkhead, and they went to Ibrox. And they
interesting, that was your last choice there, eh?
I just was about to say that they went to Ibrox last because pure losers. Great joke. My pals are so funny. Fed up with this topic now, Gav. What else, as you said, you had you came up with a great topic. What else have people been buying in the midst of...
Well, it's more so things that you've been...
Very right. So, you're going to say something, and I'll say whether I think it's been overbought or no. We can't Google it, can't get the facts, but I'll say to you, I'd say it has. So you get 2, I get 2, and then we'll probably chuck it after 2 guesses each, because it gets boring after a while. Aye, right. So you guess 2. Listen, this podcast is just so fast and loose. You just do what you want, right?
Paint. Fence paint.
That was going to be mine. Do you know, we've been trying to paint a wee Wendy house out the back garden. Hot pink. Right. No hot pink, actually. Sorry. A light colour of pink. Can't get it, man.
No.
I drove to Rob Royston the other day to try and get the page. Can you get it? And that's after going to B&Q and other major outlets.
Should try B&M, I think that's Rob Royston.
Oh, she tried B&M, mate. That was it was B&M Rob Royston she went to. Can you get it? So I had to say the wee security guard at the door said paint.
Do you know what's funny about that? Because we went in, obviously we got that fence a couple of weeks ago.
So your fence paint? Aye.
So we went in and get it. And then we done the exact same thing. We old guy at the door, and I said, he's like, "There's no find what you're looking for." And I said, "No, I'm looking for paint." He went, "Oh, paint's long gone.
Paint. Popular.
That must be his signature sentence that he says to everybody.
Was it Rob Royston you went to?
That was Rob Royston, aye.
Oh, mate. Shout out the guy at B&M, Rob Royston. Man. Must be a big listener. Did he get your number? Did he get your number to your phone?
No, didn't like that much.
Paula, you were with Sammy at the time? No, Paula was herself, so...
Backfire,
just to give her the back line or something there.
Take away that shout, yeah.
Remove. I'll edit that out at the end. I'm pure devastated that I said we did 2 each year.
I know. Well, I've got a nice easy one for you.
Well, I kind of guess. Aye.
That was ridiculous, so wasn't it?
It was weird. I don't know why everybody thought when we were getting into lockdown it was lockdown. Not
even if it was a pandemic that you couldn't leave the house, why? There's plenty of, I'm not getting into graphics here, but there's plenty of things you can wipe your arse with.
Some people don't wipe their arse, Skiff.
Well,
no, I'm telling you the truth. Some people get a shower after, like they've got a bidet.
Oh, a bidet, well.
Aye.
That's the cleanest way.
So
not very many people in the UK have got a bidet, though.
The world is getting into lockdown. Everybody's not going to be allowed to leave the house. Right, I need fucking toilet roll. No. You need food.
Cans of food, aye.
Food, tins of food. Tunnels it. Aye, no. But aye.
So that's my two. You're going to struggle to get two.
I have no idea about the other two. I'll tell you what a lot of people would have been buying. Maybe no, except but fuel.
When it first kicked off,
petrol went to below £1 a litre. And see, when I passed my test 11 years ago. It would have been about 11 years ago, and it was 999. So that's
999.
999. That's what it was, a litre. That's what it was, a litre. Because I remember following up, and I was pure devastated, going, £1 a litre is pure expensive.
Do you know,
God, man.
I'm a big fan of Still Game, obviously, I think, as you know, but there was an episode in Still Game called Brief, and it's the one when Victor gets the car.
Klangsman driver.
Exactly.
So that's the bad boy.
But I remember watching that episode, I watched it a couple of nights ago, and when they take the car to get fuel, and it's like 76 pence a litre.
Aye.
I was
like, it was 40
that must have been
fill up or something.
Aye, and that was when would that have been, about 2004 or something like that must have been. So,
I don't know. I don't know the year. Aye. But I didn't struggle for two. Everybody else has been panic buying drink, Gavin.
Oof.
Alcohol. I wouldn't say everybody in the UK is a mad rage in alcohol, but I think
consumption definitely went up.
Oh, it's far up. Everybody's on it all the time, but there's nothing else today. Like, people used to fill in these 8, 10, 12 hours a day with work.
No, sure.
You can take it away from them.
Then go to the gym or going for a coffee or whatever. Do you know what I mean?
Literally,
it's sunny outside. All you've got to do is sit in your garden and.
Aye. So when do you draw a line under it? Like, when do you go, right, I'm not drinking to 3 o'clock, and you look about and you go, everything's done.
I've started doing it in days now, so I'll say, because it's been so warm in Scotland, we've been sitting at the back, and I've been trying. I'm not going to drink today because I'll save it to do for doing a podcast, and then I'll just drink then.
Aye.
So
I have been the
3 or
same.
4 days in between. That'll be enough.
And then I go to Friday. Friday there.
No, it's a weekend.
Friday there. I go to Friday there, and I was like, I've got a few beers, man. It's Friday. It became a hot topic for me personally in this podcast, but Arcade was meant to come round and get his wee boy because he was here on Friday. Now I'll put a few beers for you in the fridge, and he's like, I know. I said to him,
right. I thought you said he came in and put a couple of beers in the fridge.
I might have. I'm actually a wee bit further on than I should be when it comes to making a podcast. So it's like, they're in the fridge for you, mate, and he didn't turn up, so I drank all of him.
How many was that?
11.
11 beers?
11 Coronas, man.
But see, because you're bigger, you're tall, do you know what I mean? I feel like,
Ooh, call me bigger. How dare you?
I wouldn't say you're bigger than me just now, mate, so don't worry about that.
What, you said I'm no stronger than you? No, you should, because I definitely know this moment in time.
But do you think that's like, if you imagine me drinking with you, if we went pint for pint, how
I
do you
don't know. I
think
think it's weird. I think it depends on what you've ate that day and what your
quite a
diet's
few
been that
factors,
week, maybe. Because
hydration and stuff like that comes into it,
definitely, no, it's not as cut and dry as people make out. I'm glad I came up with two there because it was.
What was the
Pardon
second
me,
one?
so sorry. Drink. Because I remember going to. I couldn't get a hold of a case of Corona for 3 weeks. And when lockdown kicked in, couldn't get it. I bought. I thought I was buying a case of Sol. And it turned out it was a case of San Miguel. I just got excited and grabbed it because it was the last case there.
Oh, yes, San Miguel.
I don't know. On holiday, it's okay. But no, I'm not a big fan of it.
You're always a big Corona drinker, eh?
I like Corona, but I'm getting to the point now where it.
It's not strong enough for you.
It's just too. There's not enough in the bottle.
Aye.
There's not enough. Not that I want to bring sponsors in it, but Social and the Tunde pints of Corona now.
Did it?
It's not that great though. No, it's as if what they do is they save you a pint, and it's as if they cut the top off a bottle of Corona, and that's the pint glass. It's quite fancy looking, but nah, it's no great, mate.
You just want a pint.
It's that. So,
but also
this is
sorry. I'm just going to say, no necessarily how sales went up, but like some people have really benefited from this, like certain professions. So, see if you're like a gardener or a landscape gardener, whatever. How much must you be rolling in it right now? Because
how much money is?
Everybody is getting their gardens done.
Okay,
aye. You can't drive anywhere with the decking, fences, slabs.
Aye. The other one is like we're on the new Zoom.
Definitely.
Amazon. Nobody can go to the high street, so I read all the things online. So all your high street things not available. So anything they can buy online, they've been buying it online. Aye. Sorry to have spare money lying about it.
I know. Okay, for some.
Bunch of bastards. So we're going to slide for that topic quite conveniently. This is where we need to be tuning it because we're getting back into the whole COVID, the whole horrible situation that is COVID. Sorry, I'm just trying to highlight it so I can read it properly. In fact, you read it and I'll read the last one.
It's more because of the way things have went. So obviously we get Nicola Sturgeon here released the press conference. Was it Thursday? To say on Friday we can go back to social distancing meetings and households garden. Somebody from a different household's garden. Do you know what I mean? So everybody's just went a bit nuts with it, I think. But I think more so down south. So I don't know if you'd seen yesterday there was a gathering. I want to say it was like Dover or Dorset. I don't know. It was on the coast somewhere anyway, and it was like a big cliff. And people were running, jumping into the sea off the cliff. But there was thousands of people, right? I'll tell you about this. So thousands of people there. But 3 people got seriously injured, obviously jumping off a cliff at however many feet into the sea. And it was shallow, so 3 people, so they had to get the air ambulance to come and pick them up and take them away. So what the police had to do was put everybody together to make it a safe landing zone for the helicopter. So they've put everybody together like sardines, which they obviously had to do, whatever. But at the same time, I'm thinking, why is there so many people on a fucking beach anyway? Do you know what I mean?
No, I know. But I seen something. I don't know if it was a post or a tweet or the news or X, Y, and Z. I don't know what it was. For Scottish National Parks saying the parks are still shut. Please don't come to the parks. Keep everybody safe. But I also seen a video a few weeks ago of people going on the London Underground when everything got lifted, and they were all canned like sardines. And a guy was like, "This is the 3rd train I've tried to go on because they've lifted lockdown in the midst of a reduced service." So how does this work when I'm trying to go about my day, but you're also running a reduced service, and then you're
especially
in a big tin of sardines.
Especially for people like key workers. You imagine working for the NHS. Not everybody drives. How you if you can't get on public transport to get to a certain place? Do you know what I mean? It's almost. I feel as if they should have maybe put in NHS or emergency service specific transport to get to A to B. Do you know what I mean?
That'd been a great idea, mate. I know, like Ubers. See, they went like 50 to, I don't know how many. I don't know. Say about 7 million thousand Uber drivers, say, just to be covering every member of staff. I don't know. But if they say to them, listen, can you the NHS specific runs? And aye, that's a great idea, mate. Aye. Maybe you should be in office. I think that's a great idea. I just don't know how many people they would have needed, because
I know. And then other people need to work as well, do you know what I mean? So you don't know.
But it's still shameful though, to try and keep an economy running. They're putting, I think next week we'll see a burnt yet.
Oh, aye, big time.
We'll see a real big spike. I think we need to see a spike. Have you seen Sweden? Have you ever looked at Sweden?
Aye, they're quite. They've taken a really different approach. Quite a few of the Scandinavian countries have done that though.
Great knowledge. I know we never wanted to talk about this. I know I just wasn't interested in it, but you can't avoid it. It's just you can't avoid this.
It's the biggest thing that's happening on the planet.
We're trying to look at a better side of it, in the sense, because the Scandinavian countries they've ran it's called I feel it's in hoarding immunity, but it's no herded immunity.
That
sounds about right, but we're very quickly we're scrambling to try and Google that. But
I think it is herded. I think that sounds about right. But it just makes you think here though. Obviously, we'll go into them.
I wrote HEA, and then I wrote headed for disaster. That's Google, man. Google, always the optimist. Herded immunity. There you go. But apparently, the people of Sweden, they listen to people. They listen to what the government's got to say, and they live by it. They don't just like. Mate, I could have went out when this said we're on lockdown. They don't go out, walked up the street and seen 4 idiots hanging in their auntie's window, going, "Right, we've not to come in, but right, with your heads in the pandemic, you know, mate. That's you're in. You know what I mean? You're not meant to be doing it." Some people think they're not bigger than the law, but they just don't listen to it, man. They just don't.
I think people's mindset, not just in times like this, but in general, see about any sort of like even natural disasters, that people are thinking, "Oh, that's never going to happen to me. I'm never going to get knocked in my motor. I'm never going to. Oh, that will not happen to me."
100%, mate.
That happens in the light off.
You're so right, man. And the amount see if you sit down, you have a right good thinking, you go, "Oh, I don't know who's died of that." And see if you sit down, you go, "In fact, no, I don't know a guy that's been hit by a car. I don't know a guy that's been in a crash, or it's no survived some sort of stupid antic." You'll always know somebody who's definitely been in that situation, and I'm not saying you should. If you want to do it, by all means, it's up to you. I'm not a person to try and stop you for it, but this is something I was thinking about. See social pressures. See if 10 people go out and they go, "We're going to go and see what you're saying about they're going to, when lockdown got lifted, I went to this cliff and we were jumping off it and it was shallow." There'd be in a group chat somewhere with 9 people in it, and one of the people, or the 10th person in that chat, so it's a group chat of 10 people, one of them would have went, "I don't really want to go, but I don't want to miss out time with pals."
I know.
And that social pressure, or the cool pictures we'd have got for Instagram, and I just feel like there's just this big horrible web being weaved, especially in this day and age, where people feel like they need to go and do what their pals are doing, and they can't be themselves, when deep down they really go, no, I don't want to do that. They've been told.
I think that's why you and I probably are kind of drawn to each other a wee bit, with even being mates. Like, I know for a fact that I could turn around, if I said something you didn't agree with, you would say, "No, what are you doing?" And vice versa.
Vice versa. Aye.
And there's no, I don't think there's enough of that. I think people say, I'll come and I'll just do that as well. You're like, "No, just do what you want to do. You don't need to." You don't. If you feel, I think your instincts are a big part of things. Always. If you've got a bad feeling about something, don't do it.
Definitely, man. But I just feel there's this image, there's this stigmatism. Even if you look on Instagram, there's these fit people and be fit and do this and do that. We've been here this, a couple of podcasts ago saying about people's images and that.
Be realistic.
I definitely think that people aren't being realistic with their posts. Sorry. I should have really wore a clean t-shirt to this podcast, but I've no, because I've got a stigmatism of wanting to look clean, and that's what people do when they go on podcasts. But I don't care. It's a dirty t-shirt, get at it.
Exactly. But that's why I like you, mate. You don't care.
But it's there's just too many people posting pictures on Instagram, putting. I feel I've went in a pure rant here. I'm so sorry, mate, but
no, go for it.
People need to get a grip of reality, because it's not their fault, because there's too many fake profiles out there when it comes to, there's too many people putting these other people under pressure saying, you need to do this, you need to do that, won't do this, won't do that. And no, do what you want.
Exactly.
If you don't want to do something, then don't do it. But definitely don't think you're less of a person for doing it. Because as long as you stick to what you want to do, then you'll be fine. And you'll be cool. Or you'll be making a podcast with one of your mates in a room, drinking a dragon soup and living life to the maximum.
Absolute nonsense.
Nonsense.
Just going back to that point, I definitely think there's going to be another phase of this to come through. Not phase, probably the wrong word, but
a big spike. There'll be a big spike.
It's got to be, because the way everybody's
100%.
See, but then on the flip side of that, I want to know. I wish we knew, like, you'll never be able to get these numbers, but how many people have actually had it? Because I'm convinced there's a lot more people that have had it than what
apparently, back in November, December, January, 3 months there, it already came to the UK, but there was never enough people. So it started maybe back then. Right. So say maybe 50 people in the UK had it then. And then people had made contact with these people, and or maybe 50 of the people had fell ill quite quickly, and it never reached the other people, and it just kind of spiraled out of control for there. That's a brief history of what I've learned. But I mean, you're never ever, like, even if you look at China. I mean, they are the biggest liars ever.
Oh.
Huge liars.
My brother was talking about this. We were talking about this today as well.
They were
how, like, so they've profited. Is that even a word? But the most out of anybody on the planet, because they're selling all the apparently come up with a vaccine as well in China.
Oh, so, wow, magically. Oh, wow.
So they're selling. They're going to be selling the vaccine. Plus, they've already
sold. That's nice.
X, Y, and Z. Do you know what I mean? So
aye.
There's something a bit fishy about it, but I don't want to.
But it comes down to the nitty-gritty of when the flu came about. It took them 4 years to come up with a cure for it. 4 years. That would be the quickest. Oh, mate, it doesn't matter when it was.
Technology from when the flu came out.
Regardless of technology, if a disease which is killing hundreds of thousands of people all over the globe, and within the space of, say, 6 months, just to be generous, they've come up with a cure for that. That's mad. That's crazy.
Aye, but when you think it, so let's just say the flu came out in 1980, right? I know totally just a point here, but so 1980, you think about technology and the way things have evolved from 1980 to 2020.
That's 8 times faster than what they've come up.
I think that's look at
think that's else. Feasible.
Look at mobile technology. Look at computers. Look at space travel. Look at everything evolves so quickly.
No, they've not put a man in the moon since way back before. You don't laugh. Ask David.
Ask David. I know. David will definitely know, but no, I definitely think
it comes to
if you work 6 months solely on a vaccine, I'm pretty. Depends what it is, but a flu-like vaccine, I'm pretty sure that could be done.
That's you being an optimist. The moon landing happened in 1969. It's not happened since.
Right.
So
the moon
what you're
landing, I
saying
thought
is
you were talking about
the flu comes about, and they come up with a vaccine within 4 years. Coronavirus comes out, and they've come out within 6 months saying that's not guaranteed. They've come out
Well,
and
there's a
got a cure.
99% chance that it'll work. Basically, is what they've said.
To be honest, they did say that they'd come up with a vaccine in America, but that was funding $1 billion for the government, and then 2 other companies put up $500 million each. So that's $2 billion to try and maybe have a vaccine.
The amount of money and the way technology's advanced over the last even 5 to 10 years. Man,
I still think that's a bit sceptical, man.
Yeah,
100%, man. It's pure weird. I think it's weird. How have they
There
not
we
cured
go.
cancer yet?
This is the
How
first
have they
time
not cured
we've
cancer?
disagreed.
But how have they not cured cancer?
No,
Come on, buddy.
That to me
Come on.
I bet you.
It's an anomaly, man.
It's a weird one. Aye, it is a weird one. But then you don't know. Cancer's a different animal from the flu. Come on.
You're telling me it's not a pandemic around the world, cancer?
Oh, of course.
You make yourself
100%.
so unpopular. 100%. I'll be the most popular person in this podcast if you say that. I just think there's so many grey areas in the world, man. It's crazy.
Put it this way: if you had a chance to,
don't put yourself on the spot, Gav.
No, to cure cancer or cure COVID. How many people die of cancer? And how many people die of COVID?
You're coming up with the wrong. Just see that whole 15 seconds there. Just forget about it. You're just putting yourself in such a weird position, man.
Obviously, we don't want. Aye, I know.
We don't want either. We don't want either.
But what I'm saying is,
just stick to that. No. Just do yourself a favour. Drink some water. Get done. But no, I understand. Both of them are horrible. Both of them are disgusting. And it's just this thing's been amplified.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying pick cancer or pick COVID. I'm saying
I feel like cancer's a mere. You accept it. You accept cancer for. You accept it for what it is, but we shouldn't be accepting it at all. We should be doing the exact same thing we're doing now when it comes to the whole COVID thing, and it's just no. You just don't compare it to them because they're both horrible. It is. I understand your whole ethos about this thing's killed hundreds of thousands of people in such a condensed time, but both of them are just killing people and it's just shite.
That's what I mean. I'm not trying to compare them and say this one's more important. Both of them are just as important as each other, but what I'm saying is how long has this been on? And then all of a sudden something new comes up and they think we're just going to rush to cure that, and you're like, well, what about and I'm not saying else
that's going on.
And I'm not saying they don't try, well, I don't know, but
no, I know. You'd like to hope they're bloody trying anyway.
Exactly, I know.
I'd give them a tenner a month for bastards if there's no cancer. no on the path to clearing it, they'd give my money back. That was quite heated. I enjoyed that. That was the whole purpose. It wasn't the whole purpose of the podcast, but aye, that was lovely. Right,
Kenny, go for it.
For the first time ever, I didn't expect this to happen, but we got a question. We've got a question, Gav. Can't believe it. Right, so the question we got for Instagram that Gavin so eloquently put up, because I didn't even think of that.
This is it word for word, by the way. I didn't
word for.
This is it word for word. This is the question.
The phase process, right? Getting back to normality, education, and our theories on how it got started. Now, as I said, Gavin got the question. I have just read it for the first time now.
It's going to see I think we should do it reversed. So how do you think it started? I think I should go with that.
I don't think it's 5G. I don't think it was man-made. I think it is what it is. It was some guy, really hungry, bit the heat off a bat, and just Ozzy Osbourne was the unlucky guy that got it, man. I think that's...
That's a quick move on then, because I feel the exact... I just think it is what it is. It's not been confirmed it's came through there, but the white markets in China, and then ever since, if you noticed, ever since this, China have banned consumption of dogs and cats and all wild, and then I think it was about a week ago, all wild animals. You can't eat wild or kill wild animals, and you're thinking, right, well, obviously they're thinking, right, we've just caused this pandemic here because of this. So I think
and it's not like China to backtrack on. It's not like China to backtrack on something today. They would normally just leave it be and just let it be. I was trying to go there when I went to Bangkok. There's the Madlet. I can't remember the name of the road. I think it's so something Ming Road or something.
Is that a big strip type thing?
Aye, I'm trying to Google it now.
Is this where the wet markets? Is that where you're going with it? Is it?
Aye, so it's the markets, and you had like cockroaches, just pure weird things you shouldn't be putting in your body. I would love to have a wee quick scan Bangkok street food, but I was trying to find. No, man, you're but I should have read this and I should have come up with that street food there. But I remember because you're drunk, you're not walking down the street sober, and it's got cockroaches and pure weird things you shouldn't be eating, man. It's just that they don't care. They're just trying to be honest, that's a third world country in some places, and they'll eat what they can get their hands on, which is, do you know what? If you need to eat it, man, you need to eat it. It's who am I to stop somebody trying to eat something that
I don't necessarily
they've no choice.
They need to eat it. Obviously,
in some places these people have no got other choices.
I get that.
It just takes a person for a first world country to come across it and go, oh, well, that person said it, so I'm going to eat it, or they've just no other choice, or they think, oh, that's a delicacy of this country. And
I was going to say the local delicacies.
Aye. But I did not do any of that when I was in Thailand because I'm a big scaredy cat.
What did you eat? Did you live off Munster Munch and
aye. No, I had a bad spring roll one night. Spoiled me for 2 days, man. 2 days.
What was it? What kind of spring roll?
A really undercooked, disgusting food poisoning spring roll.
Was it chicken roll? What kind of meat was it?
I don't know, any idea, mate. It made me unwell for 2 days, so
well, definitely wasn't happy. Chicken, was it?
It was.
I bet it was something you didn't know.
It wasn't back because I wasn't underwell for 14 days. So
horse.
Aye, it may have been horse. It may have been. I had no idea, mate. It made me unwell and I wasn't happy about it. So, next question: how education?
So education. It's more like.
Are we thinking how's it going to affect people who haven't been at school? And
and also when they go back to school, how are they going to? Because they're talking about on school bringing it back to a part-time basis, and you're thinking they're going to be in just the same amount of time as.
It's far. I think it doesn't matter. So imagine they say to primary 6 and 7s in first years and 6th years to go back.
Mm-hmm.
So what happens to the people who've got brothers and sisters? So does that mean that all these people are not going to be affected? If somebody, all it takes is one person in that class to be affected, and they're stuck there for another half. They'll brave it in, and they'll all go to it, and then teachers, and then
cleaners and lunch start. You just bring them back. If you're going to bring them back, and if you're not. I don't think you should try and put it part time, because it doesn't matter if you're in 3 days a week or 5 days a week. You're going to come in contact with the same people and at the same distance. So what is
trying to make out that you're making light of a situation? You can't really make light of it. It's crazy because it just takes one teacher, like you said, to be in the teacher's lounge to give it to other teachers, to then go to other students, to then give it to other students, and then send other students home to give it to all the other brothers and sisters, to give it to other parents, to then go to. Aye.
But then,
sorry, mate, just 2 seconds. There's a video that James Corden had on the Late Late Show, and it was a domino effect. Like we were doing there, that's what we were doing. We're doing a domino effect, and it shows a domino effect, and it's really good how it just puts it in your visual. Some people learn differently, right? So, and it just shows if you take that one person out, how it just stops. But then they show you if that person's in it, how different it can be. So it just goes to show, man. I don't know, man. It's wild. I mean, obviously they've all got their own theories about how this is going to pan out and what we should do and what we shouldn't do, but I don't know.
And like, I'm not a fan of the way it's been handled, to be honest. We see the government just now. Nicola Sturgeon, I think, has been great, but
I think she's been one of the best ones, mate.
Definitely, 100%. But seeing you look down south, I'm pretty sure the guy's name's Dominic Raab, right? I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's his name. He came out today and said, well, basically, we can't stay in lockdown forever. And you're like, no, we get that, 100%. Like,
I'm not daft, but
you're trying to take measures to stop the
minimise the deaths.
Aye,
You
because
need
you're
to minimise the
thinking,
deaths.
he's saying, because I think it's next week, everybody who's been classed as vulnerable is allowed to go and see their loved ones and stuff, and you're thinking,
which is brilliant, which is good.
of
good.
course, but then
Definitely.
You're like, so are they all of a sudden more important because we can't stay locked down forever? You know what I mean? And,
no.
But at the same time,
definitely
I
think
get where they're coming from, because mental health will play a big part in this. You know what I mean?
Mate, I think it's crazy.
Obviously, we're quite lucky.
Health.
We're not vulnerable, or we're not in contact with somebody who's vulnerable, like to a certain degree. But I can imagine staying in the house for 12 weeks.
Who before this started weren't vulnerable, and then as time goes on, man, imagine you were just a single guy who had bought a house and you were sitting in your house on your 80% wage and you had 4 walls and you couldn't go and see anybody.
No.
I understand why some people can't handle it and they've went and seen their pals. I don't agree with it, but I can understand why you would do it. You can understand why they're doing it, but you need to think of the greater good. Like, I don't know, man. It's just a crazy. Nobody else I know has ever experienced this. I was speaking to Pops.
Nobody's ever experienced it.
I was speaking to my Pops. I said, Pops, there's a few new Pops. For my great-great-granda. No, my great-great-great-granda. No, he's just my granda, actually. sorry.
He's just a great-granddaddy.
No. He's Emerson. I know, he's just such a good granddad. I get you. He's like that today. He's like, it's just wild. He's like, he's no way to leave the house, and this is the first time since Nicola was talking. He's like, I've been sitting out in the garden, but maybe girls running about the garden. He's like, you just couldn't keep your eyes off him. You've seen her loads, no loads, but you've seen her like.
I know.
But you can see how it affects people to. When you go, sorry,
I was just going to say the closest that the older generation can come to it is probably something like the war. But even at that, you can still see people, and you can still. You have to be in the war.
The war was people v people, but this is
a disease.
You can't see it. You can't see. You can't look at somebody and go, oh, you that. Aye.
I know. But moving on to part of the question was it's a 4-part question. So the phase process, done that. Education, but it's more getting back to normality. So I don't really.
In my opinion, the normality is gone. This will.
It'll rule for a while. I don't think we're going to be even the same as like shaking hands, and as we said, I think we said this in the first episode. Do you know what I mean? Like,
just going back to my Pops, we've had he said this handshake for years and years.
Oh, really?
It's just crazy. It's a mad. Like, it is actually a mad gangster handshake. Like, I feel so. I'm in a gang. I maybe no, but because he's definitely not Tupac. He's not a rhyme artist. But I felt like what day, and I just didn't know. It felt so weird. But I was leaving, I had a couple of drinks, and I thought, do you know what? I've got hand sanitizer in the car. I said to Pops, Pops, wash your hands after this, but I can't leave you without doing the handshake. Like, I need to do the handshake. And it's just crazy how something like this has made you think twice about something that's just second nature to you. I think everything that you think is normal, it's just gone, man. Even cuddles, handshakes,
like
giving somebody a sip. Oh, do you want to try that? Gone, man.
I know.
It's gone.
It is gone, but not even just with COVID. I think people are a lot more aware now just with a common cold or a flu or like
maybe.
Like, see, because we've not been in contact with anybody. Like, this is probably the longest I've went without having a wee sniffle or a sore throat or do you know what I mean? And it just shows you how easy things can spread if you don't.
Do you think it's made everybody's immune system a wee bit weaker to being inside, or do you think it's made it stronger?
No, weaker, 100%.
Weaker? Oh, cool.
Because if you're not exposed
they've
to
not
things,
been subject to germs.
Not exposed to it, how are you going to fight it? Do you know what I mean? I think it's going to do as good and bad. I think for the future generation, if they grow up thinking the way we've been thinking for the last 12 weeks, then it will be a detriment to them because they're not going to understand that Not that we understood either, it was just a norm. But
Aye. Had to adapt.
you just.
Aye.
So I think it's going to be a changed world for the next.
I think it will be, man. I feel it. If you say that, and other people who thought that and maybe said it, the people receiving that information will be like, no, you're just being crazy. No, man,
No,
you meet
100%.
other people
Right.
outside your wee bubble, because it's crazy how it's hit, and we've had to stay inside, and just like you say, social distance, and supermarkets have had to put mad tape up, and
Paint and spray
unbelievable,
paint to
man.
stay outside.
Aye, even spray
Don't get me
paint,
wrong,
aye.
I cannot wait for that to be done because I am sick of waiting in a queue.
But how do you think you'll feel when people are bumping into you,
No, I'm going
or
to
you
be
go to
happy.
the self checkout and the woman's got to come out and touch the screen and she's been speaking to everybody and touching everybody, and
No, they're still doing
you're
that
like,
now. They're still
you're
doing it
hard
just
than
now.
hammers. I bet they've Sainsbury's at me, it's all cordon daft. Like,
Yes,
or,
mate. Aye.
aye.
But they're still coming over. So if you're buying alcohol, for example, they still need to come here and say,
Did they not ask you to step away, no?
No.
Or the wee woman at mine's far above.
There we go.
Aye, she goes,
Don't get me wrong.
you step away, son. And then she goes away and sanitise herself. Oh,
don't get me wrong, I've no. We've been
poor
getting.
man's Sainsbury's. So you're that.
We've
Poor
been
man's
getting. We've been getting the click and collect thing for Tesco, which is a
Oh,
lot
I heard
easier.
that's you said to me, aye.
Honestly, look, just pull in guys like that. Just is your boot open? Aye, just open the boot, put the stuff in, and you go.
Fires it in.
And that's it. Because
Magic.
if they contact with anybody, you can get all your drink as well, plus all your shopping. You don't need to go into a shop and wait and queue and blah blah blah. So we've
I
been
bet
doing
you
that for a
that's
couple of
been.
weeks.
Mate, I just keep doing that. I'd never stop doing that.
Oh, I will. Aye, definitely. Good. That's what we said.
Good.
Aye.
Right. Well, can we finish on a more positive? Oh, here's what we'll finish on.
There you go for it.
The next podcast is going to have the boy I went travelling with. I just want to finish on a positive. Never want to finish on a positive. Negative, sorry.
Negative,
Always want to finish on a positive. So the next guest will be my good mate Keezy, who I went travelling with. And we're just going to, because like I said previously, Melvin mentioned me saying he loved me talking about travelling. So it's going to a topic about Keezy. We'll talk about Keezy and who he is and what he's all about. And predominantly talk. It's just going to be about me, to be honest. It's just all about me, and that's all I want in this podcast to be about, just me all the time. Because then I know it's factual and it's the truth. So we'll have him on. We'll talk about travelling or the 18-month whatever he's willing to talk about.
18 months
and whatever I say is okay. No, because we were civil at points. Sometimes, very briefly, to make money. So that'll be our next guest. So hopefully, same. It'll be cool, man. So we'll record that and we'll get that up ASAP. But definitely I want to get these wee tunes involved to be a wee segment.
We'll get that sorted.
Aye, because you're the man for that. You're so technical. You're class at that. Right. So anything else to add, Gav? You quite happy?
Quite happy with that. Just if you enjoyed it, please. Obviously, we've got YouTube, Spotify,
subscribe.
Everything. So just like.
Turns out that we've kind of blown up. So on the platform that you listen to us in, because we are huge now. Like, subscribe, and recommend us to anybody. I don't know who you'd recommend it to, but I'd say everybody in my opinion, because we are giving you information you never had before in your life. So
100%.
Yeah, I've stopped waffling now. You quite happy?
Aye, let's just call it there. But thanks again, everybody, for listening. If you did,
no, I appreciate it. Well done for making it as far if you have.
We'll see you in the next few days.
Good. Right. Ciao from now, man.
All right.
Just never said that.